I did technically stream. I streamed in total for about 30 minutes. And the VODs are up on VOD channel. So I pretty quickly realized that I was not going to get home in time to stream. Yeah, so I was like, oh, I'll do a cheeky little stream from the set. That was a mistake. That was a mistake because oh my gosh, I literally spilled matcha. I walked to the set with my matcha because I still had to like get set up, and the director lady was like, just make sure like when you set it down, just set it down under the table so that it's not visible. I was like, okay, perfect. So I'm sitting down, I'm like, I go live. I was so stupid. It was 100% my fault. They were like, oh, hey, we need to put this blanket behind you. So I kind of moved up, and I literally like, I just stomped on the matcha and it fell over. And it spilled on the jute carpet. And I heard someone on the set. I heard someone on the set go, "Are you effing serious?" I'm like, I totally understand because they've been working on this set and everything for so long. They've been there way longer than I have, and stupid like freaking the talent steps in and like immediately makes a mess. With my matcha latte. Yeah, so that was embarrassing. Thankfully, the carpet that it spilled on was jute, so the whole drink literally like hovered on top. It was genuinely magic. It like hovered on top of the rug, and they just put down a paper towel and it soaked the whole thing up. So God was protecting my stupidity, me from my own stupidity to yesterday. But yeah, that happened. So the VOD for that is on my VOD channel. And then I had to filter something out because I accidentally showed one of the like proprietary products for a second. So I edited it and posted the VOD on my archive channel. And then I streamed for like 20 minutes after. But yeah, I didn't get home until maybe 10 minutes before midnight, so I couldn't do a proper stream yesterday, so I'm sorry about that. Song request for me? So what if I told you I wasn't doing song request today because we're doing quest and we're doing a story-driven game? Cinnamon, thank you for the delicious frokens. And enjoy your gift sub. Hello. Hello, Sayu. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we're here today. It's Saturday. I figured in honor of Saturday, I would wear a jammy set. A jammy set to commemorate, to be in the festive spirit. I dyed my hair burgundy red tomorrow. Have fun.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Cinnamon Rose.
Have fun. 4. I do not regret it at all. Reen, thank you for the prime sub. Calypso, thank you for the 100. Alora, hello.
Hey. Garden vlog had me hooked. Can't wait for more.
Random 20 months. Thank you for the 20 months. Juicy, thank you for the 200 bits. Oh, that was yesterday. Karina, thank you for the 20 months. Yeah, garden video. I'm planning to work on it. I think we have to record the podcast tonight, I think. But I should be able to work on it a lot tomorrow. And then I should be able to polish it on Monday. So expect the next gardening video either Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the very latest. Is the material soft? It's lightweight, which is good because it's hot today. Different game after Star Rail? Yes. So, yes. Is my user giving bot? No, you're just being honest, right? What does 36 mean? You only have 2 hours left in the HSR story. Perfect. So today we're gonna finish the HSR story. And apparently it's like just about to get good, so we're gonna get right into the action. And then we are starting a new game, a game that came out like fairly recently. I think. Let me look, I just bought it. Until then, I can't actually see when this came out. Manage.
Dear Diary.
Also as someone who dyed their hair a lot and also as someone who ties gender euphoria to their haircut. Yeah, it can be a risk with your hair, but color will fade faster than some haircuts take to grow back.
True.
Hair is the part of
True.
yourself that changes the fastest, so experiment and have fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it came out this month. Or sorry, last month. No, 2 months ago. May 23rd, 2024. And I've heard only amazing things about it. So I'm very, very excited from viewers and content creators alike. I've heard that this is a very special experience, so I'm excited to play it. And also, it's set. I don't know if it's set in the Philippines or just inspired by the Philippines, but either way. Favorite song off the Brad album. You know, I actually just listened to the whole thing on like a drive home last night. I think I either like. I really like I think about it all the time.
I'm touring apartments for school, but I must
and
still
rewind.
watch the stream in dish waddle.
Girl's so confusing. Girl's so confusing. You're touring apartments for school. Wait, you're getting to live in an apartment. It surely looks set in the Philippines. Well, we'll just say that then. Yeah, I've heard. Here, let me read the synopsis, so you can anticipate it.
Hello.
A fateful meeting set off a chain reaction, upending Mark's life. People disappear and memories prove unreliable. Uncover a hidden truth with Mark and his friends in this narrative adventure, and race to unravel the mystery before it's too late. Sounds intense. Valley so Stardew Girl so confusing. I really like it. I never really listened to Charlie XCX until very recently. But it's good. It's like perfect summer music. I could stay up late since it's Saturday. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna be. Well, I don't know exactly. If I have 2 hours left in the HSR quest, I should be able to get at least like 3 hours in for until then. And I'm planning to like narrate the whole thing, you know, like I did with Omori. I'm addicted to 360. Are you Filipino? No. Nope. No. But many people here are Filipino. I do have Final Fantasy withdrawals, though. I really wanted to boot it up yesterday. Philippines mentioned. Am I allowed to say that? I was just reading your message, Nana. Philippines mentioned. Na, 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 na. Sleepover, yeah. Streaming in my pajamas reminded me of the time that I did like the slumber party thing where we did karaoke and then Kingdom Hearts. Like we played Kingdom Hearts until, oh gosh, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. It was great. That was a great time. Kingdom Hearts. Christmas, Kingdom Hearts coming back. I know it's summer and that feels far away, but it's like when a movie gets announced and you're like,
Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
I know, it's like when a movie gets announced 2 years from now and you're like, oh, that's never gonna get here. And then one day you wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're like, oh my gosh, the trailer's out. It releases next month? Gosh, March, give us a second. Have you gotten those Jirachi pajamas? I don't think I know what that is. Jirachi. Oh, the Pokemon. Oh, no. I didn't. Yeah, I was really looking at these. I was quite tempted to get these, and honestly I still kind of want to get them, but I think they might be sold out now. But I saw this sketch and I was just like, wow, Van Gogh, look how plushy it looks. I actually didn't order them because I wasn't sure. I was nervous that the texture wasn't going to be great, but looking at these, they look awesome. Yeah, I actually don't know if she's still selling them. I mean, look at her website. Store will be open again summer 2024. Hi, this YouTube viewer. Welcome. Welcome from YouTube. I have some videos prepared to go. Well, they're in the works to go up on main channel. Oh, wait. Should we watch the new Natlan teaser? Lil Buddy? I haven't seen it yet. It gets really intense. Because I'm excited about this part. Ethan's like, yes! Watch the teaser! Please! Yeah. Okay. Let's watch it. 1 minute. Oh. Wow. You waddle. The belly. Oh my gosh, how cute. That's so like Mario. But oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd run away too. That was so short. Yeah, I think if I saw a biblically accurate angel, I would run away too. That's low-key scary. It kind of looks like this design kind of reminds me of those moths that have eyes on their back, or on their wings rather. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like there is actually a green moth that has that. Moth with eyes on wings. Yeah. It reminds me of this. The emperor moth. Wow, look at these. Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry. You can't see. It reminds me of these. But I do feel like I remember... Ew, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, is that real? Is that real? That literally looks like a barn owl. Oh. But I vaguely remember a green one. Green, wings, eyes? No, not a butterfly. This is like a very moth thing, right? Oh, look. Maybe it's this that it's reminding me of. No, but that's a video game. That's not real. Okay, well, whatever. We'll just combine those two. That's what it reminds me of. Lunar moth. Lunar moth? Man, they really... Oh, that's it. That's what I was thinking of. Lunar moth. Wow. Yep. Wow, that's very cool. And you can see the feathers, like moths are a bit softer as well. Anything can happen in nature. Yeah, their design is incredible. Any animal or bug that can like convert itself into something else, like look like another predator, it's just incredible. This is really... Is this supposed to be like a... I'm trying to figure out what kind of terrain this is, because it doesn't look cold. But it looks like, it just kind of looks like white sand. Go kind of like a white sand beach. Time traveler still being hydro. Yeah, I heard a whisper on the wind that the traveler might not be getting pyro element upon entering Natlan. They really did cook with the environmental design. This like ethereal stalagmite cave. He's very cool. All this like geometric, colorful shapes. Man, I'm very excited to explore here. That's so pretty. What kind of tree is this reminiscent of? I feel like I've seen it before. It's a desert tree, yeah? I mean, this is obviously a dramatization because they're like globs, but this looks familiar to me. Missing erupting volcanoes? I'm sure they're there. These are like the pretty parts. The ones from Sumeru? Salt lakes, maybe? It feels rushed, though. Why do you say that? I can't say I agree with you. The NPC in the background. Where? Looking, but I'm not seeing. Is it earlier? In the city area. This? Oh, right there. They're so far away. Yes. I see them. I see them. They all look too smooth to me. I have to say I really like his waddle. And the way his belly wiggles like this. Right there. Precious. Joshua tree. I can't see nothing. I can't really see either. I feel like they didn't start till later in the process of Natlan. Okay, but why? You haven't really given any actual, you're just talking about you're not really giving any specifics of why you think that. Asroria, thank you for the Prime sub. This is cool. This geometric situation is very cool. Even the shape of it kind of looks like a moth, like before it unfurls right here. Cute. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the little buddies are playable, or like they're companions. They're not like things that you farm. Okay, character designs. Yeah, we're not talking about character designs right now, Henry. We are talking about environment. I wonder if that Dendra enemy is supposed to be a type of Abyss Herald.
The Biro Traveler summons Xiangling on field. BTW, you look beautiful.
Thank you. Dendro Abyss Herald. Or like an abyssal type of entity. Maybe. I mean, it has oh, you know what? It does have a similar like facial structure to the Abyss Herald. So I could see that. I can't wait to smash left click. It's giving biblically accurate angel. Yeah, it looks like a moth to me. The shake is very creepy though. You know what? I would turn and run too. Da 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 da. How do I say this? More than once, I've said it a million times already. I am excited for the exploration in the story, as always. This This little teaser made me really excited for Natlan. I wasn't feeling it at first, but the different places they're showing are so pretty. I think I just really didn't know what to expect. Like, I didn't know what to expect until I saw it. I'm just excited. It's like so colorful. We need Animo Abyss Herald. Or Abyss Mage. Do we? Do we? What if we just don't add any more Abyss Mages? I wonder what Pyro Traveler will be like. Can't be worse than the Hydro Kit. I almost feel like Pyro Traveler is going to be like Burning Kit. That seems to be the direction they're going. Like a burning meta. So that would be my guess. Personally, I think we should demolish the Abyss Mages. Yeah, personally, if I never saw an Abyss Mage again in my life, I'd be pleased. Okay. Yes, I know my resin's capped. Or my TB power. I know. But I'm here for story time. Although, truthfully, I do need to start saving and preparing, but... Alright, so where does the last thing that happened? Or what's the last thing that happened? Yanqing and Yunli decided to train march for the competition. For the... Not competition. What's it called? The... Ceremony? Nope, that's not it either. What's the thing that we're here for? Festival! Festival, yes, the war dance. Thank you, thank you. And then also we have Jingyuan and in general that has just arrived Feixiao. And it seems like we're approaching some sort of maybe not a trial, but something akin to a trial. Like there's a bit of an investigation going on that calls Jingyuan into question. So it should be interesting. I think Robert Downey Jr. will be in Natlan.
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yunli and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huaiyan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time.
Or are we here to attend the ceremony anyway?
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yunli into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is
Love when he speaks.
still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses.
Freaking knew it.
I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Feixiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
We got wrangled again. No worries, answering a few questions is no big deal. Perhaps we just pack up and leave tonight.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
Cute. Baby love. Freaking yams.
The illustrious
Oh.
Merlin's claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while,
Missed
General
her.
Feixiao.
It's been 30
Miss
years
her.
since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Pretty.
Yes, back then, you were the vanguard of the Yaoqing's Verdant Knights.
Old ladies.
And I was a pilot of the Law Fu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago.
Yukong's story was
Well,
one of my
I
favorites.
wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Jiao Chou. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
What's our condition?
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lawfu?
Let the Miley Cyrus.
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lawfu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Videotera's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
Sus.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin
Wow.
Warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling Prison for over 7 centuries?
Oh my gosh.
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the
That's hardcore.
Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling Prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Luofu, those on the Yanqing are concerned about Hulei's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns.
Every century?
That's why I was sent here,
Holy.
to reassure them.
That's
It's all bad
hardcore.
news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no.
there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong,
Oh,
have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Ron May, always up to something. It's nice to see Yukong with just spending time with somebody. It's not you're restless from meeting the general and bustling crowd before the war ends keeps you from falling asleep. Day 2.
I'm still feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep?
What did
Where
Bo
did
do?
March and Don Hung go?
Oh, thanks for the jades.
There you are.
What are you doing? Wait, why are you here? Yanqing, what kind of master waits on their apprentice's doorstep? March, show some respect to your master.
It's an honor to learn from you, Master Yanqing.
Cute.
Well, in all those immersions and novels I watched, when apprentices want to pay their respects to their masters, they usually bring fancy gifts, kneel, and bow. I'm really sorry, but I haven't prepared anything yet. Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
Yes.
This is, the first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it.
So cute.
Let me make it clear.
Aw.
Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight.
We'll see about that.
I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
What will you do? March is always a good girl.
Is it too late for regrets? I'm already regretting my impulsive decision.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do either, because I've never been a teacher before. So, Miss March, please behave and don't skip classes. Or complain.
You need to toughen up and train her properly,
delivery.
Master Yanqing. Don't go easy on her.
You're so heartless. By the way, where's Yunli?
March
I've
talks
found a
so
quiet
slow
spot in the back
sometimes.
garden of the Palace of Astrum
By
for
the
our first lesson
way.
together.
Where's Yunli? He talks in like 0.8 speed.
Seriously? It's the first day and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing.
Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
That's her charm.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
So suspicious.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Lawfu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Lawfu swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Zhu-Ming swordmasters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
Oh,
What's
Yanqing.
this? Xianzhou clothing?
Put it
It's
on.
so
Put it
beautiful.
on.
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
You're awesome, Master Yunli.
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Zhu-Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March,
A weapon.
you'll need suitable weapons.
Yeah.
So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords
March
overnight.
trip.
Puggle March trip. And thank you for the 17 months. Yams, thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. And if you tell me that you didn't write that with ChatGPT, I will read it out loud. But if you read it with ChatGPT, I'm ignoring it. Or wrote it with ChatGPT. Wow, they coordinated. They unintentionally coordinated. Oh my gosh, they kept this little flower detail. That looks like her current. It's almost like an homage to her current outfit. That's so sweet.
Unfortunately, I didn't have
This.
time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner.
Hello,
I
curry
hope you
bread.
like them, Miss March.
Put 'em on. Put 'em on.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
Oh my gosh. Children.
Real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
Oh, she looks so great.
So what do you think, masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. In fact, I'm taking a screenshot. Phones. Thumbnail pic.
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
What? I love that the outfit. I really think it's sweet that the outfit incorporates elements of her original design. I think that's a very nice little detail.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are.
I'd panic.
Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
I would panic and run away at this point, I think. Show him your moves.
Ahem. All right.
Oops.
Ahem. All right. Let's get started with the training.
Oh.
Well, I heard you. Come on.
Oh.
Step
They already said all that.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
His Miss Distinguished Wiggle happy to be able to catch stream on the airplane.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? I, for a second, forgot that this was a turn-based game. Norris Miss March, you're still in experience with the sword. Why don't you use a skill first? You can learn a few moves from me. Mary, thank you for the resub on an airplane.
Let me
fight.
Oh, and Shackling Yunli as well. Now I'll ask Master Yanqing to teach me some moves.
Will you please have some tea?
Pay close attention, Miss March. Lawfu swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Yes, you! Like this?
Well done!
Wow, they coordinated this very well.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Not very
Time for swordplay.
I just want to see, I want to see more of her.
Ha! I could take 10 of you. Yeah!
Right on
How
time.
many can you block?
Awesome! With a true heart, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Time to show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. Yes!
A one-time enemy.
How
What are you
cute.
mumbling about?
Isn't this sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
So cute. Yeah, let her have her old moment. Although I need to do that in regular speed. Next time.
Clouds, it cleaves a path.
Yunli, you're doing too much damage.
Yes,
Give
you.
March a turn.
Ready to yeah.
Strike with heart.
That's how a true master does it.
That's so cute.
All right, check out this move.
Oh wow, look at the damage.
Time to show you what I can really do.
Eating boba. Eating sword? What is that?
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
Eating less carbs? Is that what she said? Oh my
Right
god.
on time.
She's Fitspo.
Swordplay. Practice is over. Swords descend.
She says, I only eat protein now. I eat 10 plain patties a day and 60 scrambled eggs.
I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
And cauliflower rice.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her footwork.
No, footwork. Well, no, you could do both. You could do conditioning and footwork.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
Hold on, isn't the war dance... Isn't it very soon? Like, how much strength can you develop in such a short time? Like, yes, you should definitely focus on footwork and technique if you only have, what, a couple days?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual
Or
swords
a day?
require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Yeah, steroids. That's the only
Instead of
option.
focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Oh my gosh. We're wasting precious time here, guys.
Theorist, you claim to be able to talk to swords.
Oh,
So
canonically it
does
starts
that
in
make
2
you
weeks.
A lunatic?
Okay, then. Can I replay that?
Theorist, you claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Okay, so then in that case, conditioning would be good. you know, just do both. There's lots of hours in the day.
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, Masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Aww.
Good luck, sweetie. Next slide. Yay! Oh my gosh. Hunt path. Congratulations. March 7th. Wow. That's so great for her. Don't think I have any unused stuff. Yeah, okay. There you go. Very good. Look at her. She's so cute. If Jingyuan taught her, she'd be done by now. Time marches on. Ha, funny. The day turns to more.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going?
Yeah, congrats March 7th to be the first 4-star to get an alternate path, right?
As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yunli, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be.
I love this illustration.
I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all.
Yeah.
Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Oh. We love someone who's not afraid to learn. Under the strict supervision of our 2 masters, March 7th trains tirelessly, almost developing tennis elbow on that day after the sword training.
Well done.
Good job, girl.
Let's call it a day.
We don't get a cutscene of her fighting, I'm gonna be very upset.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Yay! Just watch. I'll win the fight when the time comes. Wait, we're playing as March 7th? Maybe I'll have a chance of defeating my masters?
Perhaps I might have a shot at beating both masters in the ring?
Get real. You've only been practicing for a short while. How could that possibly happen?
With your talent, Miss March, if you dedicate a few more decades to training, you might eventually be able to defeat Yunli.
Decades? But I'll be an old lady by then. No.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time.
Pretty decent.
Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades could improve your touch.
Let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission? First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
I thought the training would help them.
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance. Deal.
March!
Why are you two arguing again?
Yeah, I thought they'd be cool.
I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Luofu and Zhuming generals were supposed to
so
face
long.
off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true. Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
That's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
This is Mr. I forgot how to pronounce it. Pink-haired fox.
What are you laughing at? You've got pink hair too. I'm Zhao Cho,
Zhao
healer
Cho,
working
Zhao Cho.
for the general of the Senzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So you're the participant attending the war
Cute.
dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Yunli is so suspicious of everybody.
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over.
Wander.
From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with.
He just said, I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna give my 2 cents.
It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align
Well, here's
your
what I think.
ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method,
Since you all asked.
by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried.
Say yep,
Cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. I mean, apprentice.
I'm getting hungry.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Aren't you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Senzhou Yaoqing is called the Ranja School, that specializes in food therapy.
Yeah.
So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
Don't you know about that what you eat is important for your health, Yunli?
So, you're the general's cook?
She's so mean. I love her.
I'm a healer. Anyway,
She's so
a cook
precocious.
who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want. Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to
people
blabber
scholar?
on about martial arts.
People scholar?
But, in
Hytham?
reality, I know a thing or two about killing.
Oh.
After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
Why suddenly getting all serious with the kids?
Why is this guy suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No?
This is called tumble dust.
With
An
exclamation
extract
mark.
from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Yeah, bruh.
This is called tumble dust. An extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh.
Ugh, is it poison?
Yeah, bruh.
Well, it depends on how it's used.
Yeah,
With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless
What?
throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects.
Why are you talking about that with that little...
This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That
Just
may be
vaguely
so,
threatening.
But still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Poison.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar.
Feeble
but a
scholar!
sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
It came out of nowhere.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. 2 individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister?
Hold on. 2 individuals, one standing full of malice, the other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who lies down label the one standing as sinister? Is that a riddle? Or is he saying, like, the one who's lying down can't label the one standing up as sinister because the one lying down is dead?
In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive.
Okay.
Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Interesting. So he is possibly a bit of a morally gray character. Integrity and treachery are negligible in like a battle, in like a combat situation, or in any sort of like it's you or me type of thing. Either, yeah, survivalist. He's weird. I like him. He's a bit intense, but he also, I mean, he's a long life species as well, so it's possible. I mean, I can imagine the longer you live, the more likely you are to become either like sinister or just, or not sinister, that's not the word. Skeptical. Cynical. And the longer you live, the more evil things you see. And you can certainly lose some of your optimism about people. Honor means nothing if you're dead. Yeah, what's that from? He clearly has no knowledge but can't imagine living that long. I can't imagine what people go through in that time frame. Yeah. No kidding. I mean, that's been a repeated theme throughout the quest, is that the longer you live, the more of a burden that you carry. That's what's happening to Jingyuan. Like, the responsibility of all your choices is like compounding over time. And things from a long, long time ago could catch up to you. Nihilistic. I think this arc explores more of the repercussions of longevity. Yeah, that's what it seems like. When he opens his eyes, things get serious. True. He's very okay. I wasn't sure what to expect of this character, but he's very interesting. Very interesting.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, well. Then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war
It's
dance,
symbolic.
I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights.
Yeah, symbolic.
The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and
Martial
forge
virtue.
alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
It's like the Olympics. Very similar. That's interesting, actually, that this storyline is being released at the same time as the Olympics. Okay, martial virtue. That's Yanqing is talking about, or he's standing for almost exactly the opposite of what Xiao Zhou is saying.
That's quite an
Jiaoqiu.
insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet.
I would say watching the Olympics has gotten it's been different every year, especially as I've gotten older and have experienced like more wars and well, not me experienced, but that more wars and like conflicts between countries, like the more of it that I've seen in my lifetime, the Olympics like changes, it becomes more like significant and serious. You know, when I was a kid, it was just fun. You know, it's just like, oh, everyone loves each other and we're all around the world and, you know, we're competing. But now it's, the older I get, the more I guess I'm conscious of it's honestly kind of miraculous that the Olympics even still happens. But it's like one of the longest held traditions of Earth. of the Earth. Of our civilization. So yeah. Seeing countries who are at war be both present and representative at the Olympics is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Earth. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know what I was gonna say, but that's the truth. Yeah. I've only seen fan art of the shooter. I actually haven't barely watched any of the Olympics. I've just seen clips. Yeah, the Olympics becomes more of more insane every year or every 4 years. Yeah. Anyway, I just think that's interesting. This quest is happening at the same time.
Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yunli and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
And yeah, countries can get banned from the Olympics.
Dear Diary.
Yay, definitely some of those people are competing for their lives.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Calypso Rican. Yeah, the countries have been banned from the Olympics, and countries, frankly, should be banned from the Olympics this year, but yeah.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Sky Splitter.
Okay. Last time chatter.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wonder if it hurts the NPCs to see other members of their same like race slaying so much harder than they do.
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
Jiaoqiu.
No, it's nothing.
Okay.
Do you
He has
see
a longer
that
tail
airship
than
in the
me.
distance? That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
Okay.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences.
Pizza time. Beautiful.
Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of the Xianzhou Luofu, standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos.
Actually, doesn't look that good.
Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. Even in the thick of battle, facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared. Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent. And just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Jiaoqiu meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness. After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the general's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the general could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason. But after talking with you, Mr. Jiaoqiu, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter.
Of course.
All sword masters will understand how I feel.
Ain't no way. We're getting
I
in
get
canon
it.
age.
Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
I'm 8.
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to
I'm
the war
13.
dance.
I'm Amanda.
Sounds
I'm
like that mind of
6.
yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father
Here we go.
was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands.
There it is.
Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Zhao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March.
Ah!
Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by
She's a grown-up
responsibilities
too.
and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves.
It's not her fault she got locked in a block of ice.
By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
Uh-oh.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Bye, Jocho. Thank you for this stimulating discussion.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream, but he didn't even ask me.
He's like, it was my turn.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
They're not even asking either.
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow. Alright,
Gosh.
I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
Yeah, my take on Yunli is that she's very young. Obviously, she's very young. As I was, listening to her talk and trying to draw similarities or draw consistencies in her character, she's very skeptical. She's very much like, she's skeptical and she's critical. She's defensive and she's like, very bent on like, it's not exactly justice, but it's kind of like her idea of justice. Like, so based on this new information, I was like, okay, there's clearly a reason that she's acting like this. And literally right as I had that thought, she put her head down and she started talking about her dad. So she watched her dad craft cursed weapons and cause lots of people pain. And so now she's like, she's being a kid, you know, her sensibility as a child is telling her to swing the opposite direction and challenge anyone who she doesn't deem like wholly worthy of a sword or a weapon or some sort. So my take, she has noble ideals, but she just is a kid and doesn't necessarily know how to rationalize. Like, she doesn't have the maturity to get outside of her own perspective and realize like she is not the arbiter of who deserves something and who doesn't. She's obviously also very rude, which is another yeah, never again. Yeah, never again is her is her energy. But like, yeah, there's a lot wrapped up in it. So like, no, she's definitely not justified in how she's acting, but also she's a kid, so I guess I don't really expect anything more than that. I would say her character is interesting, and she brings an interesting dynamic to the group. Yanqing, on the other hand, is much more hopeful and optimistic, but equally determined to
just shut up, Red Fang.
worthiness.
This is not a
you know?
beast ship. I need some time to take care of things.
You will
Yeah, she's very well written.
the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need?
A skinwalker?
I'm doing my best, all right? It takes time to figure all this out. When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be our only chance. How's that?
Huh?
There.
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Hey, kids. Didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and do what you want.
I'll take the little ones away right now. Who are you calling kids?
First of all, I'm an adult.
Finally.
Second, I didn't just break in.
Yeah, we flew here on a star skiff. Like, whoosh.
Well, I'm not trying to tell you off, but this place is off limits to the public, you know?
Okay.
Sis, let's go. I want to play and ever hunt planes.
Huh? Ever hunt planes? Yeah, sure. Big Sis will take you there.
Cute.
Shuha! You should have let me. Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
We should leave. Oh. Sneaky.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yanqing?
What did I say?
Big Sis, let's go. I want to play and ever hunt planes.
Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the three people we just met.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I didn't see it either.
I knew that from the beginning.
I didn't. The Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yanqing.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yanqing at all. That's really weird.
What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something?
Obviously.
Not even the Cloud Knights on the Juming, who all know my glorious name, might recognize my face.
You have a point.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that?
I like
I have a
airplanes.
feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll definitely catch these guys in the act. Follow my lead, and be careful not to blow our cover.
No, not more stealth.
Never mind who they are. Let's just...
Pizza time.
film them.
Caught you. It's so over for you.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts. Those little brats won't take up much space.
Oh
There
my
are boxes
gosh.
all over this place.
Ew.
Just dump them into one and no one will notice.
Cut the theatrics, Grulock. Even the slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktok's plans.
So where are we heading next?
To check the freight skiffs. We've got a lot of preparations to do. Also, don't forget to take those crates.
Check your face on the
Weapons,
jumbo screen, buddy.
supplies. We've got to be well prepared. Otherwise, we're screwed.
So, are they smugglers? What exactly are they up to?
I have no clue, but they seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide inside the crates and follow them.
No, I'll fit inside the crate. I'll go in the crate all by myself.
Ugh, it's so cramped in here.
I can hardly breathe.
Just hang in there.
Your footsteps pacing back and forth beside the crate. If someone were to open the crate at that moment, they would certainly catch you in a ridiculous hiding position. Fortunately, that doesn't happen. The floating mechanism at the bottom of the crate is activated. You feel it beginning to drift slowly forward. After what feels like an entire amber era of holding breath in silence, you hear the sound of crate touching down.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place.
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me.
Is it just me?
I don't think so,
keep
buddy.
Smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere we go.
And they're racist.
Don't be so paranoid.
Racist. The departing footsteps sounds like a signal, prompting you to breathe a sigh of relief.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from? And what do they want to do on the Xianzhou?
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
Bum 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 bum. Oh. Luca. Ugh, stealth mode. Oh my gosh.
Tread softly, breathe quietly, and make sure to keep an eye on them. Did he spot us? Quickly, hide!
Idiot. You bitch moving.
Watch out! They're on high alert!
Jonathan, thank you for the raid, buddy. Yeah. It's great. Oh, shoot. It's great to see you and John viewers. I hope you had a wonderful stream. 42 months. Oh, Piba, you're gonna get me killed. Sokka. You're gonna need to... Wah!
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out
Sokka.
of time. Get over here.
You're gonna get me killed. You're gonna get me killed, sweet girl. I'm sorry. Sorry. No. Oh no, stop. Oh my gosh. You can't be on the table right now. I'm really sorry. She gets kind of mad when I take her off the table. Hey, what were you up to today? Who's the person that just hid behind the box? Must be the wind.
Shuhart, I'm coming.
What were you guys up to?
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Watch out!
Ah!
On high alert!
You're not gonna catch me. What?
They spot us? Quickly, hide! Watch out! They're on high alert!
You know, this stealth.
Did he spot us?
What?
I knew
No!
something. Looks like those brats were following us the whole time.
Why are they coming back? Quickly, retreat!
Ugh. Not from the beginning, right?
Don't be so paranoid.
Oh, okay, okay. I hit a checkpoint, that's good. We ranked all 88 Genshin splash arts. That's crazy. You don't actually have to hide, do you?
Watch out! They're on high alert!
You just have to not get too close. Oh, okay. Yeah, what was number
They're all
one?
wearing official
Spoil it.
uniforms,
Spoil it.
But I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Skyfaring
Wait, what was
Commission,
number 88?
Artisanship Commission, or the Cloud Knights. This is way too suspicious.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
Take a clear photo. Oh, it's so over for you, you idiot. The heart beating? Oh my gosh.
Look at this.
It was Kaya?
Freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know. Have
Oh,
them prepare
Jonathan.
more star skiffs.
I thought we were cool. Dude, you know what? That's treason. It is. But beauty truly is in the eye of the beholder, because the times when I did not have C6 Kaya, seeing the Kaya constellation across my screen was so genuinely thrilling. That I guess I never even really thought about the flash art itself. Yeah, well, the art is pretty boring. That's fair. That is fair. It's not very immersive, is it? And it's quite small. Generally thrilling. General thrilling? Kino's was number 1. Oh man, really? I do like hers, but isn't a little bit of recency bias? It's early game, yeah. I mean, you think his splash art is bad? John, have you ever seen his trailer? Have you ever seen Swimming Impact? Did you know that Kai is an Olympic swimmer and an Olympic runner? I don't think you know. You don't know about this. Nobody knows about this like I know about this.
I'm Kaya,
Cavalry Captain, Knights of Favonius.
My eye patch. Wanna hear my story? I know a great place.
He swims, he climbs, he runs, he flies! Woo! Go, Forrest Gump. Look at that damage. You don't even know. No! You don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Not bad at all.
Come on.
Not bad at all, Kaya. Yeah, the budget was about $3. Beautiful, right? 15 million views. Yeah, yeah. But like, he got his flowers. Other character trials, epic battle, and lore. Kaya's swimming. Cavalry captain, yet he's never been seen on a horse. That's weird. Anyway, hope you had fun.
Past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us.
Oh. You should rank the skin splash.
Lord Moktok is ready. The revival of our ancient bloodline all hinges on this operation.
Operation.
What did he just say? Beast ships?
What? No way. No way.
Who's there?
Ah! Oh no. Time for a fight.
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you
Brat.
idiot!
Love that album.
Wipe them all out!
Oh, there we go. Okay. Was wondering when we were gonna get to see their true forms. Oh wait, no, that's... I don't think that's what I... Wait, what is this team?
I underestimated you.
Catch up.
Oh, this is...
Teamwork. The
Oh my
mood is
gosh.
set. Just let the show begin.
Yeah, no, this is my fault.
Let's be friends.
Well, this is an interesting situation, isn't it?
Let's improvise.
Let's settle this.
This is quite a team. This is one of the teams of all time, I would say. Okay.
Fight is won! Not very more time to show you what I can real Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, what? Yeah!
Less carb.
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Ready to shine.
I don't even know. Oh, she can't. She can't give a drink to anybody else.
Let's be friends.
Super Break is the real, Oh no.
Take your
Mending!
positions. The mood is set. Let
Oh
the show
my gosh,
begin.
what's this? At least it's story march and not my march.
Let's improvise.
I have no weakness.
Welcome, customers. Yeah, I could take nice job.
I need to do that.
Stay in step.
How am I gonna kill it?
Dreams do come true.
I can't. I can't break it.
Ready to shine. Awesome. Time to show you what I Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. What's this?
Finish him off. Yay! Very good. Alright, we'll fix that.
How is this possible? How did these Foxians change their appearances like that?
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borisin, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
Wait, that means...
The Borisin has infiltrated the Shenzhou. What? No way!
How did the Borisin manage to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights?
Is there a rat?
Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give us some clues. Lujun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lujun before. It was a few weeks ago, when we were transporting the Borisin prisoners. If they can forge
was
official
all
identities
back
and
to
move
him.
around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion... Oh no, this is
I actually
bad.
forgot about him.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the express,
Mm.
it usually means...
Haha, true.
There are more Borisin hiding on the Xianzhou. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
We still have that meeting with... When is that gonna happen? Trailblaze. Switch POV. So who knows? It could be any of yous. It could be you. It could be you. It could be you. Wait. I thought it auto-targeted. Could be one of you or both of you. Ooh.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express.
Me too, likewise.
I'm Feixiao, the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
I think she's gonna know.
He's
who
the
he is.
reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you.
Bet.
Outside the reports from the Luofu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right?
Mm-hmm. General Jing Yuan didn't tell us about your intentions at all. We're here to answer your questions as witnesses. You're here about the Ambrosial Arbor resurrection, you know? Yeah, let's go neutral.
Straight to the point. I like it.
She's nice, Anne. Hello, Vivid.
According to General Jing Yuan's report,
Yeah, we're witnesses.
the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Okay.
Please go ahead, General. But
Your
keep in
relationship
mind,
with
we
Feixiao
can
has
only answer
changed.
based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
Ooh.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
Ooh. Oh no. Negotiation.
Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis. However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with them?
It comes down to the Stellaron, yeah.
Apart from the Luofu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion. For example, Eurilo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Luofu, was one of them.
To the Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process. And that's why dealing with Stellaron issues is part of the duty of the Nameless.
You looking at the monitor, people?
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers are just doing their best to fix it.
Sit down, sweetie.
I understand.
Sit down.
Let's move on to the next question. The report suggests that Don Shu, the master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor. But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Videodora guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
Sorry, gotta pay my people tax. I don't actually remember. The exile of Imbiber Lune is what led to this calamity. Stop. Stepping on my... What is she doing? Soka, what are you doing? I kind of forgot. I'm just gonna go with this.
If the Lawfu hadn't exiled Dan Heng, leaving the Vidyadhara with no leader, they wouldn't have fallen into chaos, and there wouldn't have been the opportunity to bring the Stellaron to the roots of the Arbor unnoticed.
Imbiber Lune was exiled due to his own crimes. Now, Dan Heng, as his reincarnation, is free from his sins. However, why did he risk trespassing on the Xianzhou Lawfu before his exile was lifted?
I was concerned about the safety of my companions, so I acted brazenly. I admit I was reckless at the time, but
he returned despite everything. Now, let's consider the outcome. The Arbor was resurrected, and the Lawfu required a High Elder to repair the seal and suppress the plague mark. It's hard not to think about the stakes involved, right? According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy. She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and traveled with you, only to vanish without a trace later on. It seems too convenient to label her as a scapegoat.
Fusha and the Master Diviner witnessed everything firsthand. Fantilia was eager to obtain the power of Ambrosial Arbor. Fantilia was a Heliobus.
Back then, we were working with
There you
Diviner
go,
Fu,
I think.
and she also witnessed Fantilia's true form. You're not going to doubt one of your own people, are you?
Of course not. We can trust the testimony of Master Diviner Fu Xuan. However, even if she saw it with her own eyes, we can't completely rule out the possibility that she might have been deceived.
It's true.
After all, it's suspicious how the culprit just bizarrely vanished.
She pee-pee poofed. That's successful? Okay.
Oh.
You say so.
It seems that your answers have addressed all my questions.
I'll take it.
Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Feixiao?
One up lead, I'll take it.
In the report been cleared up?
The two nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong. However, the three questions I posed earlier were not just for the nameless, but for you too, General Jingyuan. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Lawfu, yet the 6 charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the plague mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility. Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking, or the 10 Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it earlier. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it. But in the end, the Lawfu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
True, he was right.
So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit.
Yeah, it wasn't just the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, it was Elio's.
And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Lawfu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Oh. So he's aware.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine
Ooh,
foresight.
okay.
You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Lawfu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Feixiao?
I bet she won't answer.
As a fellow Arbiter General, I fully understand the difficulties of this position. Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the Divine Foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Lawfu, and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again. The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs.
Oh my gosh.
Moreover, there's an entity named Mongus behind it all.
Mongus.
An entity?
Mongus?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison, and as elusive as quicksand. The Borisin believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's Ventilia.
That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly. I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Lawfu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
What's in this plan, General Feixiao?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts. And for that, I'll have to ask the two Nameless to visit the Shackling Prison.
Are you imprisoning us?
No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there,
Did she
I'll
step
ask the
down a
judge in
step?
the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you. We'll fill in the gaps that weren't covered in the report, and silence any protests within the Alliance.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jing Yuan took risks, but they were calculated, and he was... I mean, he dealt with it, so... the risks paid off.
I'm okay with that.
Right? Will you let us come back?
Worried that I might go back on my word and keep you in the Shackling Prison? Relax. If I wanted to do that, you'd already be behind bars. Once you're done with your testimony, you're free to come and go as you please.
Then, as the Merlin's Claw requests...
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance, but I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
So, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Lawfu's Shackling Prison. Since he is the Broodlord of the Borisin, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there. The recent movements of the Borisin suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust.
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it seems like both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenants Zhao Cho and Moza to check on his condition in
Moza?
prison and ready him for transport.
Wow, I butchered that.
If there are no more questions,
That is not...
shall we get this started?
Oh, I thought that was gonna be pronounced. Who says she had 2 hours left? You know, truthfully, well, I've been playing for what? An hour, 40 minutes? So if the quest ends in 20 minutes, then you're right. But it's my mistake. I should never believe people when they say how long I have left. Because, it's usually for people who are like skipping lines or just reading it and getting past it. Or people who aren't streaming it, obviously. So yeah, maybe it took you that long. It's not gonna take me that long. It's more than 20.
Do you actually believe in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy?
Kind of.
Yes, I do. That's why I'm here.
I understand.
Do you really believe us?
While
Yes.
words can be deceiving, your gaze, your breathing, and your scent, they reveal more than your words do. I trust my intuition more than any words.
Oh yeah, I did watch the trailer. But that took less than 10 minutes. So it's I've probably been playing for an hour 40 minutes total.
Well, I'm glad we managed to talk this out.
I want the items. Excuse me. Okay, now what?
I'm really sorry about all this. But the testimony in the Shackling Prison won't take up much of your time.
Average gamer 1 hour is this 2.5 hours. Okay, it's not that bad. It's close, but it's not that bad.
I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony.
As you wish, General.
It's not that bad. Generally, you add like 30% to whatever the estimated time is, and that's how long it takes me.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here
Pretty
to receive you.
Vidyadara.
The judges at the interrogation division also know your purpose in coming.
Okay, bye. I'm excited for this part though. Ooh.
The Shackling Prison. I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
Don Hung.
Oh, right. I forgot he was... Well, he was here, kind of.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you.
Sometimes I forget he inherited his predecessor's memories. This is the entrance to Shackling Prison.
Well, technically, the Shackling Prison is spread out across multiple delves,
Oh.
and the Ancient Sea is just where they overlap. Please, come on in, dear guests.
What the heck is a delve? Another 2 hours, honestly? My God. Well, I'm not playing another 2 hours, because I want to get to until then. Bunch of cappers. Scary. Ooh.
Yams
Don't like.
116 says hello, testing. Is this thing on? No way, can you actually hear me this time?
What are you looking at?
The Shackling Prison on the Luofu
There you go.
is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
Well, cool.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh?
Ow!
Forget it. You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
I really like both of these characters.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
On a design level, and I think he's really interesting.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
His claws are awesome. Oh, hello.
My name is Shui Yi,
Yi.
and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
We're Jiaoqiu and Moza. General Feixiao sent us to extradite the Borisin criminal Hule to the Yaoqing.
I want to see him. Yamocha?
We're here
He's
to
a
inspect
4-star?
the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover
You're
and
kidding.
transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Is he a 4-star?
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip.
She ignored his handshake? Oh my gosh.
Prisoner Hule, the
That went over
warhead
my head,
and
oh my
brood
gosh.
lord of the Boris and Abominations of Abundance and the arch nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and
Oh my.
countless associated crimes. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the Shackling Prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords until the end of time. He shall never be pardoned.
Forest of Swords?
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians. The stories of his atrocities are used to terrify our children. I'm well aware of every crime he's committed. Let's
Do I
move
hear
on
footsteps?
to the next step.
Do I hear footsteps?
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety.
No.
I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the 10 Lords Commission truly know what kind of abomination is locked up at the bottom of the Shackling Prison.
I wanna see!
It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hule. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. It defies all the documented physical characteristics of the Borisin.
Oh my gosh.
The Forest of
It's
Swords,
dark.
forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisin die within 3 days in the forest, but Hule is different. Every time the blades pierce him, his body instantly heals. Despite the brutal punishment, he somehow manages to survive.
It's almost worse
The
than just
complex rules
dying.
are there because of his abnormal characteristics. Do you understand now?
I apologize for any offense caused. Please continue, Your Honor.
I've given you
There's
the
no way to
instructions
just kill
regarding
him?
Hule's visitation. Please make sure you read them carefully.
Long-term enslavement and utilizing of their blood for alchemic purposes. Detention method. Prisoner must be subject to punishment, force of swords, and never be pardoned. They must be transferred to a different location on a regular basis. The shackles must be checked for sturdiness during transfer, and the air filters of their new cell must be intact and functional. The confinement of this prisoner is the foundation of the alliance between the Shenzhou and the Foxians. Any individual objecting to the sentence should be punished for sowing discord. Anyone who contacts or converses with the prisoner must take poison-proof pellets and wear a breathing mask equipped with a filter cartridge to counteract the effects of lupitoxin. The prisoner's place of detention must be changed on a yearly basis. The new location must remain unknown to individuals below the rank of Cloud Knight Lieutenant or Judge. Do not mention Jing Liu while conversing with the prisoner.
And please, take this pellet before proceeding.
No, I'm not taking random medicine.
Then you won't be allowed to visit Hule.
Just swallow it already. Hule is like all thousands
I
of
read it
years
already.
ago. We Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because we were naturally weaker, but because of their lupitoxin. This pill is for our own mental well-being.
I understand.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've taken the medicine, let's proceed.
Popping pills. We're popping pills. I actually am shocked that he's a 4-star. He does not look like a 4-star to me. Oh!
Your Honor.
What is it?
We got some rats!
No. Never mind.
No, say it.
Maybe
No,
I'm just
say it.
imagining things.
Bro.
Let's keep moving.
Mike smells good. His eyes closed.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
This is very exciting.
Please stay tuned.
Oops.
Welcome, dear
Ooh,
guests
Hanya.
from the Express. Judge
Love her
Hanya
eyes.
of the Interrogation Division. We've met before. Glad to meet you again. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you again for subduing the demons in the Fixtral Garden.
Does she have an English
Looks
VA?
like while March 7th and I were clueless, you already
Or,
made many friends on the
Genshin
Shinto
VA.
Lofu.
It was all lucky coincidence.
Even though you and I have met before,
Hey,
we
there's a
can't
chest
show
right
any
there.
favoritism under the 10 Lords. So, please do as I command as we head to Scrivener
Hola.
Hall and beyond.
Yeah, hola.
Don't do anything without my permission.
And Yuffie. It's Yuffie.
This is not a place for ordinary mortals. You and Mr. Danhung, please come with me.
Please lead the way, Your Honor.
But let me get the chest
Please
first,
let me
please.
activate the mechanism before we all move forward. And please, watch your steps.
No! I was just clicking items in the area. You know? Where did it go? Oh. It's fine, it's fine, guys. Who's that little guy? Any other things to interact with? No. Okay, go. Oh. Oh.
Is that all?
Yeah. Bring your kid to work day. You could have talked to Hanya. See, why bring that up now? I can't anymore. There's no reason to talk about things that have passed and are over. Spooky. I made a big...
Looks good.
I did say could have in the past tense, but there's no point, is what I'm saying. There's no point in bringing that up. Ooh, I love these puzzles. Yes, yes, I am familiar with this. Oh! Too easy, though.
Is that all?
Too easy. The secret room made me sad. What secret room? Hanya blocks your way forward. Secret room here? They really sucker punches with the nostalgia and the summer event. Oh. You just finished this Genshin summer event and cried? Hanya said no inspiration. Yeah. Maybe we'll explore the area ahead of us later. Oh, secret room in Simulacra. Oh. You talking about Genshin? Oh, hey, look. Wait, who is that? Who is that over there? Oh. Oh, wow. Their design looks so good. I was like... Who are those playable characters down there? But they're not. There, I'll talk to Hanya now.
I heard the war dance is about to be held in the mortal world. I remember watching a sword duel at the war dance with my sister when we were young. The Cloud Knight, who was the Luofu's ringmaster, was an amazing swordsman, and their sword flashed like lightning.
The Outworld Challenger had fiery red hair and a hand made of steel, which roared like thunder. They battled for a long time before a winner could be declared. Time sure flies. Now, both my sister and I are residents of the Netherworld, and we will never again feel the thrill of a competition. Are there a lot of people in Starskiff Haven due to the war dance?
It's bustling. Aren't we gonna take the elevator? Oh my gosh.
Sounds amazing. It's a shame I'm too busy to attend. But even if I could, I'd probably just scare people off with my current appearance.
No, you're beautiful, gorgeous.
Let's get going then.
Hold on, I'm trying to remember how to spell gorgeous. Very happy I talked to her. Whoa. What's that? So I assume all this is going to be like explorable later. Gorgeous.
It's freezing.
Yeah, there's puzzles and stuff here.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring this.
Silly gooses.
Is that all?
It's not. This is a limited time area. Resource cube exhausted. Oh. Oh, all resource cubes exhausted. Oh. Can I like rotate it or anything? Can't rotate it? Oh, I know. Haha. Ah, okay, okay, cool. I like that one. Very nice. Oh.
Let's wait and
Cool.
Cool it.
Did you hear something just now? Let me check it out. Ugh, what an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and crates.
These crates, they look oddly familiar.
Oh no, it's the other Borson. They're gonna break him out.
Spiritfarers received reports about an IPC transport ship that was attacked by Borson. Then, a bunch of those abominations were dumped into this place. I had a feeling there would be trouble
like
during
puzzles.
the war dance. But throwing both the pirates and the cargo in jail? That's a new one.
Guys, come on. The mechs in those crates are no joke. Look like the IPC has caught the attention of Borson.
I heard the Intelligentsia Guild crafted something dangerous. We have many records in the Hall of Karma about these wise ones. They love to tinker with forbidden technologies, always trying to push the limits of Ingenia.
They're gonna break him
I caught a
out!
glimpse of the mechs in those crates, and they bear a striking resemblance to Borson. I wonder what they're planning this time. Well, business first. Let's keep moving.
Please, Anya. Think about it. Think about it.
Strange. I don't don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Oh.
Watch out!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action! Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
Oh my gosh. Rip random guard. 213.
Why are these things moving on their own? Something is wrong. The guards aren't responding.
We're in trouble now.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Don't worry, Imbibitor Lune is here.
Heaven surge.
He's not super strong right now, but he's here though.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Dill. Stop. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. I don't want to use Zola. Take my mind.
He's going wild, just like a Boris.
Looks like we're on our own for this one.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Seize the moment.
Ah! Okay.
Heaven surge.
I should have brought in a shield.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Abnormal.
The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Oh no, he's sleeping. Abnormal. Abnormal.
Heaven surge. Break.
Stay in set.
Abnormal. It's okay. Super break, save me. Save me, super break. Ah, darn it. It's okay.
Awaken, dormant scales.
Abnormal.
World cleansing dragon.
Abnormal. Abnormal. Disorderly abnormal.
Eternal sleep. The
Dead return.
Abnormal noise.
Bloom.
Great teamwork.
Repay.
Abnormal noise.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Heaven surge. Rise.
I'll see you off.
I actually don't know if I have. I might have stolen Dan Hung's weapon and put it on somebody else too. I am not exactly sure.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
All right, well.
But how is this even possible? The Spiritfarers follow the protocols, cutting off power to the mechs and sealing the crates. How could these mechs still start moving?
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission before. These goods went haywire and attacked everyone in sight.
Lingsha mentioned there was some kind of biological tissue inside the mechs.
The Alchemy Commission members examined them and found some unusual structures within. These things showing up in the Shackling Prison can only mean one thing.
A prison break.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the Skyfaring Commission and Cloud Knights how dangerous they were.
Surely we could have put this together a long time ago.
Right here in the Shackling Prison.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was paying attention, then the whole prison is in trouble, I'm afraid. And to make things worse, another group of visitors just entered the depths of the Shackling Prison. The messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing, and the prisoner they came to visit.
No way, a
might
prison
be the
break?
target whom these wolf-shaped mechs were delivered here for. If that vicious beast manages to break free, it will be a catastrophe for the Xianzhou Luofu.
That's true. You're true right now. Okay.
Here we are.
Have we arrived already, Your Honor? Shouldn't there be a cage here?
The most notorious felons are locked away in solitary delves deep down in the prison. Those delves can't be opened without proper authorization. The blue bird paves the path, and the Stygian lanterns illuminate it. Help me light up these lanterns, and the way to the bottom of the Shackling Prison will reveal itself.
Okay, chat. How long do we have left in the quest? And be realistic. Be realistic. Please. Before it's like completely done. Including like the ending epilogue, whatever the heck. Yeah, convert it to dish time, please. 8 hours. It took you like 3 hours more. Oh, but you did all the exploration. Hour to hour and a half? Okay. In that case, I think I should probably stop here. Oh, look at his little phone case. Okay, so 3 hours. Great. Yeah, I definitely thought I was going to be able to finish it today, but I don't think so. Oh, it's called Open Casket. Oh, gosh. It's horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Is bro any good? Is he ran in dot team? Unfortunately, you're asking the wrong person.
Slow simmer over low heat, or quick stir fry over high heat?
Woo! I am a vibe gamer. I am not a... Woo! He's so cool. I'm a vibe gamer. I am not a meta gamer. I choose characters of my heart. Okay, so I'm closing HSR. I'm gonna go grab some cheese. I would say string cheese, but it's actually not string cheese. It's like pretending to be string cheese, but it's actually Monterey Jack. And it doesn't like strip like it doesn't strip like mozzarella. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna grab a snack and then we're gonna start until then. Hee. I'm very excited. Okay, be right back. Like my snack plate. What are these? Serving crackers, Wisconsin cheese, and 3 thin mint Oreos. It's very Saturday, like kid eating snack on a Saturday while watching cartoons in pajamas, which is perfect for a day like today. Okay. Girl snack. Okay, we are